Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're doing something we've never done before here on our farm. So we're doing our first bit of direct drilling. We are direct drilling Triticale. We direct drilled in the middle of November, so fairly late. I think it was the 13th, and we did it here with an earth agri seeder. So that's kind of what's going on in today's video. We just used up the last bit of Triticale seed we had. We didn't really have enough to do anything major, so we just sowed that little bit. So we went into spring barley stubble. It had just been left. It was meant to be reseeded, but the weather and time just didn't really allow us, so it was left, and there was just a bit of volunteer spring barley in it. And then we drilled it with the earth agri seeder, as I said, and our Case Maximum 150 on the front. And then the ewes came in and grazed a bit of grass and volunteer barley that was there. So in an ideal world I'd be over there videoing how it's looking at the minute, but just with the way time is at the minute, I'm here recording this bit of talking just before I go home to edit this video. So it's dark outside at the minute and I just don't have time to go look at it, but I'm hoping to do a crop walk video in the near future. So if you'd like to see how all our winter crops are doing and our beet and that kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you'll hopefully see a video on that very soon. But the only other thing we did was in the secondary hopper we put starter fert down, just the last little bit we had, just to help the Triticale get going. So we'll just look at that here now, because I've never actually showed it on the earth agri seeder. So this little grey hopper here beside the main hopper, that's where the starter fert goes, and then obviously that's the seed tank there, and then that's the distribution head where all the seed goes out and then down the pipes and down to the discs at the bottom. So that is the rundown of the earth agri seeder and kind of what's going on in today's video. So if you have any questions, as always, feel free to leave them down below in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you. And next week's video will probably be opening the pit. So our pit is open at the minute, but I just need a bit more footage to get that video done. And yeah, that's kind of everything. So in other news, that's our crimp pit behind me, and everything's fairly quiet on the farm here at the minute. We harvested our last bit of solid leaves this week. Just the frost has caught up on us and the leaves are starting to take a lot of damage from it. We had got a bit of snow there last week, didn't help us too much. And then the beet trailers here behind me, so we've had a small bit of beet going out, nothing too crazy. Got a lot of beet still to get rid of and a lot of beet to lift still. There's about 150, 180 tons still up there in the field to be got out fairly soon. And where I'm stood right now with all the kit and the earth agri seeder, this is meant to have cattle in it at the minute, but we're just working things a bit differently this year. So we're thinking about making another pen out on the slats for our heifers, just to save a bit of bedding, because as everyone knows, straw is fairly expensive. So we're just trying to do things a bit better this year if we can. But that's probably enough rambling on for me today. I'm going to try something different. Probably won't put any music over the GoPro footage today, or maybe it'll just be very quiet. We'll have most of the normal sounds up on it, just see if it makes a difference, see if people enjoy it more without the music, because I know a lot of people don't like it, but with the drone footage especially, you can't just have video playing with no sound at all. So that's why I use the music, but I know some people don't like it, and I'll try be a bit more even with my split of content with music and without, because I know a lot of people like to hear the tractors and the equipment doing what they should be doing, but with the likes of our Case, it's not really making much noise. But that might change in the future, you never know. But that is probably all from me today. So as I said, we were sowing Triticale. We put starter fert down with it. It was the 13th of November, I'm fairly sure it was, and I know you'd like to see how it's doing, and so would I. I actually haven't been over since we sowed it, but there'll be a video on that fairly soon, and we'll see how all the winter barley is doing, see how the winter far dry is doing, and how the winter Triticale is doing, and that's kind of all the winter crops we have, I think. If we still have beet in the ground, we'll look at the beet and see how the tops are doing, because that can be fairly interesting to some people who like to see the tops on beet. But that's all from me today, and I will see you in the next one.